Hey folks, Tusha Christian here. Today's just going to be a Patreon video only. Most of you, hopefully, that you guys have watched the wealth transfer series, and so that way you get a better understanding of this chart that I put together. Now, I may go ahead and just put a different chart together for people to understand better, because of course I understand it. I'm the one who created it. So hopefully I can come up with something different. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. All right, so uh, one of the things first is that on this chart, Shiba Inu is not on here. And one of the reasons why it's not on here yet is because I believe that Shiba Inu is a short-term investment. And that's just my personal opinion based off what I've been hearing in the prophetic, and then also some of the things I've showed you guys about Shiba Inu not knowing who the owner is, and how Binance and just all this other stuff that's going on. So I'm going to be very cautious. And at least we did get some pricing points for Shiba Inu. And that's going to give you an idea of when to sell. If this thing goes up to $1 or $2 or $3 and you guys do not sell, be aware that this thing could go back, Shiba Inu could go back down under a penny in a flash. So you guys need to be ready for that. You need to be ready for that. And it's not to say that it's just going to run up really quick and then come back down really quick. It could be something that's going to take a little bit of time. So I know some of you are moving, some of you have your cryptocurrencies like on a hard ledger, but keep in mind that if you're going to sell, you're going to have to move quickly when the price begins to move. And also too, folks, do not forget, if Shiba Inu does a run up, and it does a run up along with Doge, Bitcoin, and a few other coins, the system at some point is going to go down when Bitcoin goes down. You are not going to be able to upload your hard ledger. You're not going to be able to transfer money to your exchange to sell it off during crypto winter, right? Because the prophet's been saying that when Bitcoin goes down, people aren't going to be able to log in. So that's why we need to make sure that before any type of drop that you guys are in position to sell. Now, some of you are going to hold through all the way till next year, and that's fine. If you want to buy 1,000 Doge and you're just going to hold on to it and go through crypto winter, that's fine. But I'm just showing you what I'm doing, and from the information that I see, obviously there's a reason why the prophets are speaking this way. And obviously there's a reason why God is having the prophet speak this way, because he wants you to increase, right? And that doesn't mean that you're going to sell off everything. So if you have 10,000 Dogecoins, okay, you might hold back 1,000, and sell off the rest. Because the way that we look at pricing points like Dogecoin, within a year, it'll be 1,000. So even if you just hold back 1,000 out of your 9,000, out of your 10,000, you're still going to be very, very good. So either way, at some point, this wealth transfer is going to be amazing for a lot of people. So let me go ahead and get right into it. Over here on the left-hand side, we have Doge, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, ETN, RDD, Redcoin, Gold, XRP, Litecoin, XLM. Okay, now I'm going to be adding more to this list, but you guys have to understand that it's very, very difficult. And I spent a lot of time putting this together, and I think I almost burned myself out. Over here, we have the different platforms, at least that I can set my buy limit order on. Now, of course, BitRX and Kucoin are the two ones specifically mentioned by Chris as far as your buy limit order for Bitcoin between a penny and $1. All right, so that's going to be crucial in getting those Bitcoins. For a while, they're going to say Bitcoin is crap, but guess what? We'll be the ones holding most of Bitcoin, and when God is ready to make that sucker go back up again after we have fished for our Bitcoin, then we'll be the ones that will have control over a lot of the Bitcoin that is out there. Okay, so the first one I have up here is Dogecoin from Robin. Now, you'll see here so far $1,000. He said it was going to be $1,000 within a year in August. Then we have 19 cents, 25 cents, 19 cents, 33 cents, 19 cents, and then a small drop. We've completed all that there. We've hit every single one of those points. At some point, it's going to go up to 90 cents. And then at 19 cents, when it goes back down to 19 cents, then we're going to have a crypto winter. Okay. Now, in between that, over here on the side, we have some other words where he did say he saw it from 19 cents to 44 cents to 4 cents, but he didn't know if it was before the 90 cents. And we also have some unexpected or forced flash crashes, right? And then at 70,000, right? This is BTC. This is what Robin said. When BTC is going to be around 70,000, right? That they're going to have an announcement that deals with Doge and Ethereum, and they're going to call it the Super Doge, or what they call Doge spelled backward, EGOD, and then it was going to hit between 40 to 50 cents, right? Then they're going to make an announcement, and that announcement includes new enhancements to the Ethereum blockchain, right? Now, when they make those announcements, they're not going to be ready. So the price is going to go down. So keep that in mind. If they make this announcement with Ethereum, from where Doge is at right now, you're going to see it go up to approximately around 50 cents. So that tells me that I'm going to be probably selling a lot off at that point, wait for it to go down some, and then pick some more back up. But he also said around that time period that he's going to see BTC crash on 2 different platforms, right? And he just recently spoke that he saw BTC crash on Binance down to around 5,000. Now, of course, I do not have Binance on this list because Prophet Robin has talked a lot about Binance and the corruption that's coming from the top, and that at some point you're going to see SEC lawsuits and probably a lot of accounts frozen on Binance. Eventually, Binance is going to go away. But that's not for right now. So even though we have these 3 here, even though we have Kucoin and Bitrex, I pretty much figured that since Binance is part of this whole corruption thing, that they're going to be trying to flash crash not just Bitcoin, but probably other things too. But we'll be ready for that. So the way I look at this is that Dogecoin, I'm going to be selling my Dogecoin at 90 cents. Now, of course, it could go up to like 92, 93. We'll just kind of wait to see what happens with that. But that's our selling point before crypto winter. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and go to Bitcoin. And dealing with Bitcoin, we know that Chris saw visions of Bitcoin crashing when it hit 111,000. All right, so he said he saw it at 109,000 and it froze. And then he saw it at 111,000, and that's when it crashed. So we all have to be ready for that point. And I think that once Bitcoin does hit over 100,000, I think a lot of us are going to you need to really put yourself in the position. If you have cryptocurrency like on a hard ledger or whatever, and it's not on a trading platform, you're going to have to start moving and getting that stuff on there if you plan on selling off before crypto winter. So that's the other signs that we look for. And then, of course, we have after what Chris said he saw, after Bitcoin recovery, over $600,000 per Bitcoin. So even though that they're going to call Bitcoin crap and people are going to be trying to get rid of everything that they have, it's going to recover. Now, on this particular chart, I have ETN listed at 150, and that's where he said he saw at the same time where he saw Bitcoin at 111,000, he saw ETN at $1.50. Now, ETN is currently a penny right now. So then after that, you're going to crash to 0. So with ETN, Chris saw a price of $3.99 per ETN, right? But he also saw, just going to speculate, that when he saw ETN at 0.0032, that he saw that during the crypto winter, right? So $1.50. Now, of course, it could go up higher than that, folks. Remember, it could go up to $3 a month before this happens. So if you see it climb up past $1.50 and you see it going up to like, $2.50 and $3, I'm probably going to sell. I'm going to be selling off so then I can go back in and buy at 0.0032. And then we have Redcoin. 0.024 is one of the pricing points that he saw, but he also saw it at the long term was $5 per Redcoin. Right now it's less than a penny to actually get Redcoin. And of course, gold at a high of 35,000 and a low of 300. That's what Chris saw during this rise in gold. We also heard Prophet Robin talk about a 25% increase when China begins to sell off all their Bitcoin and a lot of other things. And then we have XRP. Robin said within the year he saw XRP at $1,000, but he said that it's going to go up to $12, right? And after it hits around 12, a little bit past 12, I said it could reach 13. I said then it's going to drop significantly, right? He's also talked about the XRP settlement being done in early 2022. So what Chris saw is that when Bitcoin was being called crap, he saw Litecoin at 400. So here we have Robin who said XLM. He saw a pricing point of 1,700. So obviously that's going to be down the road. Over here we have all the wealth transfer videos. Now there's another one that I'm going to be working on, and that deals with just the Doge, right? Trying to put all this together with Doge. So it's going to be very interesting to see how all this works out. But I think the main point of this is, if you're just buying and holding, that's fine, right? There's not even really a point to even listen to all of this if you're just going to buy and hold and weather the storm. You still will be fine. You're not going to lose anything. If you're holding, you're going to be losing as far as, you'll be seeing the price of all your cryptos being super, super cheap. The way that I look at this is that first, I'm looking at Dogecoin for 90 cents, and around the same time, I'm looking for Bitcoin to be over 100,000. I'm also looking for ETN to be around $1.50 or more, right? And then I'm also looking at XRP around the $12 mark. All these pricing points, all before crypto winter. And so I believe that the reason why God is doing it is because He wants us to be able to take what we have and increase that amount. Because if you're selling mostly everything, your Doge, your Bitcoin, your ETN, even your RDD, if you're holding on to that, and your XRP. Now, if I sell everything, if I sell 100% off of everything, and then I wait for everything to come down, and then I start buying again, I believe one of the reasons why God is showing us is because He wants us to increase what we have. Because if you're just buying and holding, that's fine. But for those of us who can or have the ability to be able to basically flip what we have. We have 90 cents, we have we have 109,000 at Bitcoin, we have ETN, and we have XRP. And if you're holding on to XRP, folks, you're probably going to be pretty upset with yourself if you see it go all the way up to almost $13 and then you see it crash back down to 25 cents, because the 25 cents, and then we discussed that and I forgot to add it to the chart, which I'm going to, where Now Daily Bread saw it at around 25 cents, right? And other people have seen it at 19 cents and at 30 cents. And to place your buy limit orders for XRP, for me, the way that I look at it is from 50 cents all the way down to 19 cents, right? And we should have plenty of money to do that because we've sold off at these different pricing points, and now we have all this money that we can set our buy limit orders for this particular crash before crypto winter is coming. Because even if Bitcoin drops and the whole market drops, right, there's always going to be some type of bounce when it hits the bottom. And so we're trying to get everything like Bitcoin, XRP, Dogecoin, all these different coins at the bottom. And that goes for all the other tokens that are out there, folks. So it's not just going to be like we just focus on these, but if you're following this and you make a lot of extra money, you will be able to invest in a lot of these other cryptocurrencies that are going to be really cheap, like Polkadot and so on. But what I did was I just added XRP from Now Daily Bread, and this is going to be the 19 to 35 cents during crypto winter. At least that's what I believe. It's going to shoot up to $12 and then come crashing down to between 19 and 35 cents. So that's what we're prepared for, folks. So this is what this is about. All this just remains to be seen. So I just did my best to try to put this together so that way I can present it to you in the best way that I know, right? So that we all could try to benefit from this wealth transfer. All right, folks. So hopefully you guys have an understanding that, again, I'm selling off when Doge hits 90 cents, and around the same point, Bitcoin should be around over 100,000, ETN $1.50, and then XRP around the $12 mark. So and wherever all your other cryptocurrencies are at. So say for instance, if I own XLM, right? Say I got several thousand XLM. Well, guess what? If there's going to be a crash, I'm going to dump that too, because everything is going to go down. So then you will be able to go back in and buy at a cheaper price with tons of money in your trading account, if you understand what I'm saying. All right, folks, so that's all I have for today. So I thank you guys for listening. If you guys have questions, please leave a comment on the Patreon. And the link will be down below in the description to this link, to this chart here, plus the different prophecies, which I need to update. Like I said, folks, it's not an easy task at all whatsoever. So there are the different prophecies concerning different things. There are some different prophecies concerning some of the things that we've discussed in this particular chart. Okay, so both of those links will be down below in the description. So I thank you guys for listening. God bless. And with that being said, TC out.